I was a dumb kid, you know. I didn't have anything to say.
Cary, hi. How are
Hello, doing great.
you? Good, good. I read that you are a big fan of Elvis. You do sometimes impersonations.
Oh, well, when I was a kid.
When a kid?
Well, when I was, yeah, because I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. So he was, you know, Memphis, was the Elvis home. So in Tennessee, Elvis was always a bit of an icon. So when I was a little kid, I think my earliest memories of singing was standing on a table singing, you know, Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, doing a little you know, on a table, like when I was like, there's like pictures of me like doing full on Elvis.
And what age was that?
Probably like 4 or 5 years old.
With that
Yeah.
low voice?
Yeah, and I was like, ain't nothing but a, you know, with my little dumb little southern accent.
But when's the last time you actually impersonated him? Is that really as a kid or?
Yeah, probably as a child.
Because when did you leave Nashville?
I grew up, born and raised in Nashville, and left after high school.
Okay.
My family's still there, so I still go back all the time.
Right.
But after that, I moved to New York, and then went to school in Chicago, and spent time in New York, and then moved to LA soon after that, and been there ever since.
Yeah.
It's, you can't not live in Los Angeles. It's just way too, the weather's too good.
Yeah. Or there's little other towns maybe in California.
Hmm?
There's other towns in California, other cities.
Yeah, the other places, but like LA, I mean, just for what I'm doing right now, it's like you know, the opportunity of Los Angeles is great, and I just have so many friends there now. And when you're touring, you know, across the country, across the world, and all these different climates and all these, it's nice to come back to sunny, sunny and cool.
Yeah, because you said sometime that in Nashville they're very friendly to singers, singer-songwriters.
Yeah, yeah.
So wouldn't that be also a good place to
Yeah,
stay?
I mean, listen, I've talked a lot and I've thought a lot about moving back, because Nashville, when I grew up there, it's one of those things where, you know, Nashville's such a wonderful town, but I took it for granted when I grew up there, and I had to leave the city to fall in love with the city again.
Mm.
You know, because also it was all about country music then, and I wasn't really a big country music fan, so I needed to get out of there.
Why not? Why weren't you a big fan?
I don't know, country music to me, always, that period of country music, when you know, in like the late 80s and 90s, it was just real, like, it just felt really cheesy pop country. You know, but you know, Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson and those guys, what they did in the 70s, I think was amazing. And there's a whole nother wave of songwriters in Nashville right now, and it's not just about country music anymore.
Right now?
Yeah.
So now it's better than where you grew up?
Better than ever, yeah. So I could definitely see myself back there. Get a farm, build a studio, get some horses or something.
Could you also make that kind of music then?
I feel like I could write that music for other people, but I don't know if I can do it for myself. I feel like that's the whole big thing now, is that when you get older and you write a country record, like Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish is now a country star, and you know, everybody seems like Jewel, you know, made a country record. Like everybody now, it seems like that's the thing you do when you don't know what else to do. And hopefully I will keep knowing what else to do.
Yeah, you still got more ideas.
Yeah, I still got a couple records in me.
So what year was it that you moved to LA then?
I moved to LA in like like 97, something like that.
Okay, so you started making music in 2001, I think?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been writing since I was a kid, but started making music professionally in 2001.
You're writing music or just writing stuff?
Both. I mean, I was an English major in college. I've just always been, the written word was always really important to me. But I wasn't the kind of guy who would walk around with like a little notebook writing poetry and writing my thoughts. But once I picked up a guitar, it was therapy. From the time I was in high school. You know, it was just, I'd come home at the end of the night and sit down with my guitar and write a song. And I'd record it on a little cheap 4-track and put the tape on a shelf and, you know, forget about it and move on to the next one.
Any of those songs still alive?
Yeah, I mean, they're in a box. You know, I mean, I have so many songs, like, and because I'm pretty critical of myself, so there are a lot of songs that other friends of mine won't tell me I should put out that I don't want to, and I kind of like have. I mean, to me, it's like that. Those are my, you know, diaries of my childhood.
They're personal.
Yeah, there's really personal songs that I can listen to, and I don't know if they should ever be on a record, but for me, it's like a little, I have a box of music that is like the story of my life in a way.
Don't you think, why don't you want personal stuff on record? Because lots of artists do that.
Well, no, I definitely, I mean, everything I write now is personal, but I mean, I don't think the 16-year-old version of personal needs to be heard by anyone.
So are too personal.
Yeah, or just a dumb, I was a dumb kid, you know. I didn't really have anything to say.